The Da Vinci Code. On this list, you will find some of the greatest books that showcase some of the most esteemed authors to ever live. And then there's The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. This book that has its own Wikipedia page dedicated solely to people's criticism of it, ranging from its historical and religious inaccuracies to its poor literary quality. The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Irish-born Clive Staples Lewis went to Oxford University and specialised in literature and philosophy. After school, he was given a teaching position with Magdalene College, which is a part of Oxford. While there, he joined a literary discussion group, the Inklings, which included another author on this list. Dream of the Red Chamber. One of China's greatest novels is Dream of the Red Chamber, or The Story of the Stone, which was written by Xueqin, a writer and painter who was homeless and drank too much. He wrote the book in chapters during the 1750s and he exchanged the chapters with friends and family, often for food or some wine. He died in his 40s in 1763. The Hobbit. While he was a professor of linguistics at Oxford University, John Ronald Reuel Tolkien was grading some papers when he suddenly wrote a line about a creature called a hobbit. From that line grew the book The Hobbit, which was published in 1937. At first, The Hobbit was considered a children's book. However, that view continued to evolve with the publication of the Lord of the Rings trilogy in 1954 and 1955, and this expanded its audience. Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone. The story of Joanne Rowling, better known as Xueqin, is almost as Cinderella-esque as the protagonist of her blockbuster franchise, Harry Potter. Rowling was a single mother living on welfare in Edinburgh, Scotland, and she typed the original manuscript on a typewriter, meaning that if she changed one paragraph, she had to change anything that followed it. The Little Prince. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry was a French aristocrat, writer, and pilot. After the fall of France, Saint-Exupéry went into exile and ended up in New York City, where he continued to write. In the second half of 1942, he wrote and illustrated his magnum opus, The Little Prince. The novella was published in 1943 in North America, even though it was originally written in French because Saint-Exupéry spoke English poorly. Tale of Two Cities. Charles Dickens was born into a poor family in England in 1812. When he was just 12 years old, his dad was put into prison over debt and Dickens had to drop out and work in a rundown factory labeling cans. He was able to go back to school when he was 15, but only for a short time before he was forced to drop out again to work as an office boy to help out his family.